Millie, she's having a sleep. Camera's fixed, so can't turn on her, but she looks beautiful. We're on this beautiful gloomy day. Now, I love these beautiful days. We're still windy from yesterday, and I just love these gloomy days because you get to chill out or do everything you have to do on the chilled side, but you also have time to reflect and do things from a different perspective. So right here today, I'm going to run through a few things. I'm in the car here, obviously, and the car's a great way to get into the theta state, which I'm about to get onto the theta state. And then from there, there'll be a few other steps which I like to do if you've got the time, but I think ultimately I'd like to focus here on the theta state. I think it's very important. Now, car, for starters, that's why you see a lot of people doing their videos in cars and stuff. I've always tried not to, but you do very naturally get into the theta state when you're in the car. So I'm here, I've got time anyway, I'm not driving. So in the theta state, now it's your first state of hypnosis. Now, it's a state you're in most of your day at work, not at work. It's just that focused state where you're absolutely focused and in a zone. It's a meditative state. It's the first state of meditation, and it's just easy. I'll do a few other steps from there, but I think this is the most important because the theta state it's easy. Anyone can get into it. It's fun. It's light. You know, you can think or you can not think. In the theta state, you can take the meditation to wherever you want to take it. You can get into that meditative space and center and not be thinking about anything, or you can just be reflecting too. So reflecting is important too. So, and this is what I say, you should kickstart your day, even if you're not going to sit there and meditate or do any mantras and mudras or anything like that. I think the theta state's very important just to get into every day before you kickstart your day. So it'll just reset everything. You'll feel a lot better within your day. So we're here, and again, you don't have to do what I'm about to do to start it, but this is just what I'm going to do. So a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose, out through the mouth, whatever you like. Just nice and relaxed, because that's what the theta state's all about. You don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to put the tongue on your roof of your mouth. You don't have to do anything. Just 2 deep breaths, and that will get you into the theta state and ready. Now from there, you'll also be clearing your auric field with that too, because your auric field gets polluted, and again, your toroidal field gets polluted. Move into the toroidal field, but again, you can just quickly envision clearing your auric field and your torus field. Just clear them out. So now from here, if you want to sit here and be in that centered space and not have any thoughts, you can sit here and reflect, lightly reflect, and don't try, you won't be trying to think, you'll just be the thoughts will just be light and continuous and really just reflective. You could be thinking about what you have to do that day, and any thought is valid, it's all healthy. What you have to do that day, a loved one, a conversation from yesterday. You might even want to step it up a bit, and things that are concerning you. You know, there's a lot of things in the world right now, you know, there's a lot of frontline workers on the other side of the world with countries at war. And send out your love to those countries, those people losing their lives, frontline workers doing their bit. You know, something that in our day-to-day lives we don't often get to reflect on. And don't worry, because worry sends a negative energy. Just send love and light, to all the frontline workers, the casualties, the state of the countries, the governments. Send light, and know that this was a part of everybody's soul contracts. Anyone in this lifetime, whether you're here going to the shops right now or you are in those unfortunate countries right now, this is all in everyone's soul contract. So people signed up for this before coming into this life, because everything is a lesson. everything is a lesson. And for these people, these courageous people signed these courageous life contracts because this is not a lesson for them, and it potentially could be. They'll have their own lessons, but they put themselves in the line, in the firing line, no pun intended, to actually, for us to be learning these lessons, for us to feel compassion and empathy for these situations, these people, these countries. So it's important, just lightly, or as much as you want to, just reflect on that, think on that, send love and light. And again, you might want to just lighten those thoughts up and just and reflect on yesterday, today, tomorrow. Okay, you might want to manifest. Okay, and when I say again, manifestation is a process, it's not a thought. So you don't think of something and manifest it, right? So that's consciously trying to make something happen for yourself that isn't happening right now. Okay, so manifestation is a process. Okay, so if you get into this zone, all right, manifestation is the process. What you do now in this state is let the divine flow through you, or God, or source, whatever you like to call it. Let the divine flow through you. And this is what I say, nourish your energy system, nourish and cultivate your ecosystem here on Earth, your energetic ecosystem, your physical ecosystem, nourish that. Consider yourself like a plant. You absorb the nutrients, the elements, the sun, the moon. You absorb that, and with your feet on the ground, connect with Mother Gaia. Spread your roots, get strong roots, gain your strong roots, and then you grow out like a beautiful lotus, manifesting in the manifestation process, being the divine essence of God. Because we are one, we are all. God is us and we are God. We are God experiencing itself in order to bring these experiences back to God, in order for God to reflect and send these out again, these facets out, us out again, to experience another facet and bring back to God. So back to this plant, let's keep it easy. We are the plant. So imagine yourself, you're just absorbing the elements, the nutrients of the cosmos, of God, of essence. You are divine essence, and you're an expression of divine essence. Imagine your roots growing strong in the ground. Strong roots are essential because you cannot grow up and out without strong roots. I call it top heavy. So while it's all beautiful to be focused on the crown chakra, the pineal gland, and all the other higher chakras, focus on the cosmos and all the rest of it, you need strong roots, and that is essentially your ecosystem. When you have strong roots, you don't tip, you don't fall, you don't shift. Your mood does not shift. You're in a constant meditative state. Although none of us are perfect, you're in a constant meditative state, and perfection is actually being able to bring yourself, constantly guide yourself and bring yourself back into the state you must be in. This state is here. Out of there, you can tip, but bring yourself in. So imagine it like a strong bush or a tree or a plant just shaking in the wind and bringing itself back. Okay, and that's what this life's all about, this physical life. It's just bringing yourself back and being in this constant, strong meditation, constantly. So imagine that, we're a beautiful plant with strong roots, being the divine essence, absorbing the beautiful divine essence, being expressions of soul creation, expressions of source, infinite expressions of source. Now I love this because, again, this is something, and I call this is the sphere, the infinite sphere of information, because you can look at this forever in your journey, forever in your life, and you can get something different out of it every time, depending on where you are in your life. So you can look at the same thing and get a different valuable bit of information that is reflective of where you are in your life, and that goes for everyone. So I like that. I'm not here, you know, I a lot of people project specific models on you, on their videos. I just like to, we're here, we talk, we gain, and you get whatever you need to get out of it for the day. So, so then from there, I think that's enough. I wanted to get into, you know, lighting, mudras and mantras and everything. You know what, get onto that, you know, do it. So from there, when you're in this space, you do mudras, do your mudras and mantras, affirmations. Just do that. And you know what, you can do whatever you want, whatever works for you. I've just mentioned a whole, you know, a bunch of things. But do what works for you, and you can chop and change every day, make it interesting. You do self-reiki. Your hands will go where they need to go. You know, your hands will do whatever mudra needs to do. Look up a few if you're not familiar with them. Affirmations, just while you're here, while you're in that sort of that plant state that we're all just at, that divine essence state. I think that's when affirmations are great. So say what comes out, and say something empowering. Just say it. It will come out when you're in that state. You won't have to think about it. You'll say it, and something divine will come out. And that is it. Listen to that. That's innate. You are being your own teacher. You are accessing your own wisdom. So that's great if you're doing things you're not, if you're stuck in a form of life you're not happy with, or a job or whatever. Hear that innate wisdom. Hear that. That's innate. That is you being your own teacher. You're guiding yourself. You hear that. The guidance is there. So, and that, look, to be honest, look, that all comes from the theta state. That's all just happened right now from the theta state. And, you know, once you feel that, you know, and look, it can take a minute. Sometimes you don't always have the time, but just start off in that theta state, okay? And from there, you'll feel that space. Just gain that space, that center of mind. That's where that space is. Creation will happen from there, okay? So your lower chakras will start working, you know, in particular your sacral, your root will build into your sacral, and from there creation starts in that space. So that's mental ideas that come out. And then from there, with that space will be your heart expansion. And this is where your torus field, you know, if you want to do a clearance in your torus field while you're there, because your torus field can be polluted too. So expand on that torus field, because in this cosmos, we are here between creation, manifestation, divine essence, clear mind center. The heart is the driving force of everything. So between creation, the process of manifestation, divine essence will bring out your heart and expand in your heart. Okay, your heart is love is the language of the cosmos. Love is the language of God. God is love. We are God. So once you feel that feeling from heart expansion will bring out your torus field. Okay, so that combination with mental clarity and manifestation, creation will come into this. That torus field is what speaks to the universe. As when divine synchronicity is always working, but will really work for you. And with that mental clarity, you will see divine synchronicity. You will act on that. Okay, so that's where it's important. The solar plexus chakra is important for that, because that is you stepping into your power, your persona, stepping into your power. Okay, so now we are acting on the divine, not the egoic, conscious front self. We're now using the solar plexus chakra for its true power, with all of this in this combination to act on you actioning your passion, your creation, with mental clarity and love for infinite love expansion. And from there we move up, and the throat chakra starts clearing. So from there we're receiving, we're downloading light codes, messages from the cosmos, from God, just floating around in the ether. We pick up on that. From there, with a clear throat chakra, that comes out of our mouth clearly now. You see? Comes out of our mouth and we talk. We're free flowing. We are flowing free with creation. Synchronicity is the language here. Feeling mentally, and speaking. And from there, we have our third eye and our crown chakra is just bringing all that information in, these light codes in, this feeling, expansive feeling. The chakra system is working through and through. And just imagine your body now being cleared with light through all your other chakras, your kneecaps, your feet, your hands, your elbows, your shoulders, your whole chakra system, your meridian system, just being this ever expansive, infinite clearing of light. With your Taurus field, your auric field, and this light now surrounds you, fills you in this bubble of light. If you're doing this with me now, you can feel this. I can feel this. Your body's clear, your physical body's cleansed, you are wrapped in light. Double bubbles of light from your auric field. Colors are glowing, they're clear, they're beaming, they're receiving. Your Taurus field is acting like a full-on transmitter now. Your neurotransmitters in your brain now are just doing their magic now. They are rewiring, downloading. Your body now is in energetic love, mental clarity, overdrive for the great. You're picking up, you're just a huge transmitter now, downloading. And take this where you want from here. If you want to stay in this space, stay in this space. I'm going to bring this down a notch, bring this down. From there you sit with that and you be where you want. Be where you want, you do what you want, and you just step into your power. And live with awareness and passion. And that will be your ultimate state of living, with empathy, compassion, love, light, kindness. Living in reflection of the divine essence and acting in divine essence. This life will work for you, and you can do this as little or as much as you want every day, and just feel it, do it, know it. I love you all. Peace.